Guys, we've got a huge update on this World War II German gun camera that still has film that has not been developed since World War II. We posted a video not too long ago, and you guys wanted to see the video that was inside this camera. So this has film that hasn't been developed since World War II. I gave it to our research team. This is Ryan and Noah. They're members of the Smoky Mountain Relic Room research team. Ryan, what did we do?
Well, first we decided we needed to find a film company, so we sent out letters to 12 different companies, and they all were referring us all to one company, which was Film Rescue International, because they specialized in film this old.
We contacted Film Rescue International, and they were way excited about the project. So 100% we are getting this film developed, and you're going to want to stay tuned for the entire documentary that comes along. Noah, what did we find out about this particular type of camera?
So we found out that this particular camera would have been mounted and attached to the machine gun on a German fighter plane, or probably a Stuka bomber. So it wasn't necessarily used to determine whether a bomb hit from the Stuka bomber, but it would have been attached to their guns, and then when the plane crashed, it could be just wrenched off the gun there. The gun itself, or the camera itself, actually records when the gun starts firing. It's triggered to record when the gun begins to fire, and then it is analyzed later to see what they hit, track and make sure that they're actually accurate with their gunfire. So when we get film off of this, if it develops correctly, we should see some pretty cool footage of machine gun fire from this original plane.
What's way cool is this is an opportunity to see film that has not been developed since World War II. I mean, this is literally history in our hands. So we had a lot of people ask about the story behind this piece, and it's a really common story in artifact and antiquities trade. We purchased this from a gentleman who did nothing but collect camera equipment. That was his whole collecting purpose, and he amassed a huge collection of camera equipment. Before he passed away, I always eyed this piece, and he asked if I wanted to purchase something from his collection for my own personal collection, and this is the piece that I picked out. The reason I picked this piece out was because it still had film in it that had not been developed, and I had always dreamed of getting the film developed that was inside this camera. He purchased it from the vet who brought this back from World War II. According to the story that we have, is that this vet was in France. The plane was shot down. He said it was a Stuka. Whether it is or isn't, we don't know. This was on a lot of different cameras. There were Stukas in France in World War II during the Normandy invasion, but they were just a handful. There weren't very many. Needless to say, we're going off the story that was told to us from the veteran who brought this piece back. Whether he identified the plane correctly or not is not up for us to say. We're just passing on the story that was told to us. He pulled this off of the wreckage of the plane and sent it home as his war trophy, as his souvenir of the war. He did not get the film developed. He never opened it. He never touched it, anything. So that's a really common story in artifacts and antiquities that you get is you get these stories that are passed down. As us, the Smoky Mountain Relic Room, the best that we can do is just to, pass on those stories and then do what we can to try to research more and see what the piece itself can tell us. So, the story that was told to us initially is that it was used to film Stuka dive bomber. As the Stuka would go up, it would film the destruction left by the bomb being dropped as a way to check their accuracy. So what can this artifact tell us? Well, that told us that wasn't true. That's what's so important about the research team that we have and the work that Ryan and Noah do here at the Relic Room is because it allows us an opportunity to make these artifacts talk. And this is such a special piece because it has original film footage that has never been seen since World War II, and we are way excited to get this developed. So we did our due diligence. We contacted over a dozen companies. All of them recommended Film Rescue International. What else is way cool is they are located just a few hours from where we're going to be digging dinosaurs this summer. So this summer, we're going to take this camera up to them, and we're going to show you their entire the processes that they want to show us. Of course, they try to keep, don't want everything shown, but we're going to take you through this entire process and show you the film footage that's on here that hadn't been seen since World War II. So expect a long-form documentary to be coming out on Chasing History and Smoky Mountain Relic Room, and it's going to be awesome! But it just goes to show you the importance of researchers, and we are so proud to have a part of our team, Ryan and Noah's help. What they do is they bring artifacts back to life. This is a huge part of what we here at the Smoky Mountain Relic Room do. Behind us, we've got all kinds of artifacts that need further research. Just a handful here. This is a World War I canteen, or not canteen, but a mess kit that has a soldier's name on it. Right now, all that we can tell about this artifact is it has a soldier's name on it and that it's a mess kit. But we have the ability to make this artifact talk, and that's what we want to do. By the story of the individual who owned this, who used this mess kit, this artifact can now talk. And that's something that we are really passionate here at the Smoky Mountain Relic Room is we want to make these artifacts talk. Let's see, what's another neat thing that we got? This is a really cool almanac that announces the death of Davy Crockett at the Alamos. This is an almanac from the 1830s announcing the death of Davy Crockett. There's some names in here. We're going to research those people and see what they have to see. Here is another good conduct medal from World War II. What's interesting about this medal is that it has the name of the soldier who received this medal on the back. So right now, all that we know about this artifact is that it's a good conduct medal from World War II. But it can tell a greater story by researching the people that these are attached to. And that's something that's really important to us and really important for these artifacts, and something that we're very passionate about is putting the stories, but more importantly, the correct story back with these artifacts. So if you get a chance, check out the Smoky Mountain Relic Room in our store in Sevierville, Tennessee, or on the web at therelicroom.com. And if you get an opportunity, check out the rest of the episodes that we have on Chasing History and on the Smoky Mountain Relic Room YouTube channels. We also have got a podcast, Chasing History Radio, which is awesome. Ryan has taken over the wheels of that podcast, and he does all kinds of really cool stories once a week that we put up there. So what is this artifact going to tell? We have no idea, but we're going to take you guys with us on the journey to unlock the secrets of World War II. Remember, guys, history rocks. Woohoo!